This is the probably true story of the submission of a sitcom to the BBC. I'm Lesley Atherton. I may have got the details of this a little wrong, or even a lot wrong, but this is how I remember my only sitcom submission. My friend Sue found details of a competition online. The BBC was throwing open its doors to new sitcom writers, so Sue and I decided to finish the scripts we'd been messing around with and to submit them. We worked hard, and yes, we did send our scripts in. Flawed they undoubtedly were, but we did it, and we waited, ready to hear from the sitcom commissioning department, and to be well on our way to becoming the created by and written by credits on the BBC's best ever sitcom. Our two programmes would be judged in equal first position when the country was surveyed on the best ever sitcom programme, and we'd even push Fawlty Towers into third place. While we waited, Sue and I attended a Writing for TV event which was held at the studios where Brookside had been filmed. We saw the outdoor set and had a script meeting held in the courtroom where Barry and Terry, have I got that right, were tried for murder. We were going to be script writers. We were determined. I can't remember all the details of Sue's story, but I do seem to recall that the main character was a wealthy young woman called either Alexis or Alexa. My script drew on my experiences of working on an IT support desk and within offices full of weird personal dynamics. It was basically the IT crowd way before that sitcom was out, but mine was about 1,000th as funny. I do, however, remember some of the comments I got back from the BBC. First, I was told that my dialogue was excellent and believable, and that I kept the action going, such as it was. But they tempered those positives with some very big buts. But your characterisation is inclined to be shallow and dips into stereotypes. But your plot is weak and not suitable for either young or older audiences. And the worst of the worst, but your comedy isn't all that funny. You've included little in the way of building up the jokes and comedy scenarios, relying instead on a series of one-liners. I guess nowadays they'd be telling me to just refer to Tim Vine. That works well for him, but don't do it in your sitcom. I was in my late 20s, and confidence-wise I'd been a late bloomer. So I scrutinised all the criticism, and instead of seeing all the things that I could work on to make my work better, I simply saw great big red crosses and scribbles over the top of every page of my work. Sitcom didn't get looked at again, and was one of the many large pieces of writing that got deleted rather than reworked. I didn't write properly for many months, perhaps even a year, maybe even more. I had no doubt even then that their criticism was valid. It was just that I did not want to hear it. Nowadays I'm tougher and can cope pretty well with constructive criticism. Am I more resilient? Yes, I think so. Age gives you a different perspective and stops you from being quite so self-critical and self-conscious. Do I wonder how other 20-somethings have made it big as published writers? Yes, I do. And I know what was holding me back. It was, and it always had been, that elusive quality called confidence. I have more of it now than I did, though it's still too little, and it did arrive a little too late.